What's up, YouTube? Night Edge here again. Got another little unboxing video for you. Got pretty mysterious package in the mail the other day. Well, not really so mysterious to me. I guess I knew it was from Tactical Terry. He sent this along. Was pretty excited to get it. He had some stones. Had some stones for sale, and I was like, that is not a bad deal, sir. And we got to talking and struck up a little deal. So really have needed to upgrade my sharpening game for quite a while. So I'm sure those of you who are not into sharpening and are not into sharpening at all probably think, oh man, next, that's fine. Still, I am. I try to be anyway. I do a lot of live sharpenings. I got a couple of playlists down there. If you check out the channel's playlist of me doing some sharpenings with the TS Prof, the KME, a couple of systems on there. If y'all care to check them out, I am by no means by no means an expert or even what a lot of people consider good, at sharpening or whatever. I try to get them sharp enough to oh cool, man. Threw in some stickers. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Always definitely can use those. One of those is going directly onto the laptop. Pretty cool. That's awesome. Thank you so much. 1931 Leatherworks Tactical Terry. It'll be linked down in the description. Great dude, member of the community. He has website down there too. Should be linked. Double Wide EDC. Him and Mad Yako teamed up and have a little website called Double Wide EDC. So let's see what we got in here. That is not a knife, in case you guys probably haven't noticed that by now. But definitely am in pretty dire need of these for sure. So happy to be able to get a set. I've been eyeing a set of them up for quite a while, but these things can tend to be pretty expensive. And he wasn't lying. They're not really used at all. He said lightly used, so they seem pretty lightly used to me so far. And this is Veneve. Well, so you got Veneve Industrial. Anybody that knows anything about sharpening knows they make some pretty decent sharpening stones. Veneve Industrial Diamonds. And this is the Centaur, I believe he said. F240 C 100%. And so you got, it's two-sided, right? So you got your 400 grit down here. You got your 240 grit up here. And let's see. Whoa, let me get the camera to focus there. 160? That's 160. Yeah, 160 slash, or no, 200 slash 180 and 100 slash 80 on the bottom. So that's more coarse on the bottom. Does that say F150? I don't know. I'm gonna have to read up on these before I use them. And I think this is the finer one, I believe. Neve diamonds. This is a Centaur series. So these are resin bonded, pretty high quality diamond stones. So 1200 on the bottom, 800 on the top. All right. So your sequence, whenever you're sharpening, especially if you're using a fixed angle sharpening system, well, really, if you're sharpening with anything, you're doing a sequence, right? So you're starting at your high or at your lowest grit, your most coarse grit. You're going to take off the most metal with that, and you're going to progress to your super fine grit. I think 1,000. Let's see, 400, 600. So these are my TS Prof stones. And 150 is the most coarse I've got in the TS Prof, and I believe they end in 1,000. I've got the 1,000 actually. It's on the sharpener down there, on the slide rod. But yeah, that is pretty sweet, man. That's awesome. Happy to be able to get these in, and got me a hell of a deal. I believe pretty good price. So 400. So this one goes 240, and then 400. This one goes 800, 1,200, and this one goes. Where is 150 and 80? So 80 and 150. So 80 would be this top right here. That would be your most coarse grit on this one. Let me see if I can get this out. Should have had it out and ready earlier, but I didn't. Get the TS Prof out here just so I'm not going to sharpen anything right now. Probably do that on live or something maybe for the first time. But I do have a couple knives that desperately need to be sharpened. Still got the Allen wrench in there. So this, let's see if I can kind of move the camera a little bit, maybe zoom out even. Yeah, this is behind the scenes. Look at that. All right, so that's the 1000, by the way. That was what I finished with last time. So normally, so you would start your grip progression with these, right? Instead of swapping the stones out, you would start with kind of faded right there, kind of hard to read, but looks like 80 is the one on top here, right? Or am I wrong about that? F80, F150. Make sure I get it right. So yeah, okay. So you would start with your F80. All right. If anybody out there is used to sharpening, let me know if you know which one is which. But I'm pretty sure that your most actually need to adjust that a little bit. Come to think of it. So this, where is it? This slides. So this has I have a little Allen wrench that I can use to move this slide in and out. That's one of the good things about the TS Prof. So you can tighten it up, and it's a little loose in there. I believe the TS Prof stones actually have this little kind of angle deal on there that they kind of fit down into that little holder right there on that side. But anyway, now that I've bored you all to death, thank you so much, Tactical Terry. I appreciate you sending me these. Pretty sweet deal on them. Pretty happy to be able to finally go back to sharpening as much. Man, I was resharpening stuff, and you guys might have seen it in some of the lives. I was getting to the point where I was kind of like resharpening stuff with with the stones I have, because these things are they're pretty smoothed out. And this is just the stock TS Prof stones. But they're pretty smoothed out compared to where they need to be to take metal off successfully. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I have some reading up to do to see what's up with this. So F800, F1200, I'm guessing that's the grit, right? It's just a little faded on this one, so a little harder to read. I'm looking at F80 on the top here, and this is the only one that's really kind of harder to and I know I'm holding it out of the view of the camera. This is F80 and F120, so I would start with the F80, I believe, right? That's the most coarse grit. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can see you in a live or something, man. Thank you very much for watching. See y'all on the next one. Have a great day, and remember, stay sharp.